Hey there, adoptees. I wanted to share a little bit of my story with you as an adoptee myself. I wrote something for Jeff Forney. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he is working on and putting together and has a website called the Innocent People Project, and it has to do with adoptee stories. And he photographed me at a live event in March for the Making of Me podcast, and then asked me to write basically my story for his Instagram, his socials. And so I did, and I'd like to share it with you. It had to be 2,000 characters or less for Instagram. So I'm just going to read it to you guys because I just felt led to do so today. So here we go. I wasn't adopted at birth. Before I was 7 weeks old, I had 4 different caregivers after surviving 2 abortion attempts. I arrived into the world as a disruption, unwanted, unexpected, and already deeply imprinted by chaos I couldn't yet name. So I became the good girl, the chameleon, the one who didn't ask too many questions. But beneath the smile was a little girl wondering, where do I really come from? Why do I feel like such a burden? What parts of me have to disappear in order to be accepted? Years later, reunion cracked everything open. Some answers came, many didn't, but what I found was deeper, a mirror to my pain, a map back to myself, and a grief I could no longer outrun. I learned to perform connection before I ever got to feel it. I carried invisible grief in a body that looked fine from the outside. And I silenced the ache even as it whispered through my nervous system, my relationships, my sense of self. It took years before I realized I was living in fragments, and even longer before I stopped trying to fix what was never broken. My healing hasn't been linear. It's been layered, cellular, and sacred. A return, a reckoning, a remembering. I've met the parts of me that once protected me with perfection, people-pleasing, and proving. I've grieved the birth mother I never really knew, and can still grieve the versions of me that never got to be. And I've come home to a truth no one could give me. I am mine. I always was. I love the version of me I am becoming and the resilience that has brought me to where I am today. I honestly wouldn't trade the triggers that led to trauma responses because they have taught me so much. Adoption is complicated, but I am not confused anymore about my worth. This is the face of someone who stopped performing and started belonging to herself first. And from that place, I built a coaching program to help other adoptees do the same. Because being in a community where you are seen, heard, understood, and witnessed is priceless. I share this not because it's tied up in a bow, but because it's real and it deserves to be witnessed. That's a very brief version of my story that I wanted to share with you guys. And if you'd like to go see those pictures, go look up the Innocent People Project and you'll find them. I hope you guys are doing well today. Peace.